All right, everyone, welcome back. You ready for another deep dive? Today, we're tackling FC Barcelona. And wow, there's just a lot to unpack here.
A lot going on, that's for sure.
We've got potential transfers on the horizon, legal battles brewing, and some, well, let's just say internal chaos at the club.
Yeah, no shortage of drama in the world of Barca.
Definitely not. So for anyone out there who may not be totally glued to every single move they make, Barcelona are, a legendary football club. Yeah. They're based in Barcelona, Spain, and play in La Liga, one of the top leagues in the world.
And they have this, kind of storied history of success, right? Multiple Champions League titles, tons of La Liga trophies.
Yeah, but this season, things aren't exactly smooth sailing.
Right. They're trying to stay competitive. They're aiming for those top spots, but there are some big kind of lurking obstacles in their way.
Big obstacles is right. So let's jump right in. First up, the Marcus Rashford situation.
Right. So Rashford, for folks who might not know, is a really talented forward for Manchester United. He's known for, his speed, his skill on the ball.
Exciting player, right? And now there are rumors about a potential loan deal to bring him to Barcelona.
Potentially a huge move for Barcelona, definitely. But La Liga, the league they play in, might have something to say about it.
Ah, yes. La Liga and their financial regulations. Always a fun topic.
Well, it is important, right? These regulations, often called financial fair play, are essentially there to prevent clubs from, spending recklessly and getting themselves into deep financial trouble.
Okay, so it's like a set of rules that try to level the playing field financially.
Exactly. And it means that even if Barcelona desperately wants to sign a player like Rashford, they can't just, wave a blank check and make it happen.
They got to prove to La Liga they can actually afford it.
Right. They need to show that bringing in Rashford wouldn't, throw their entire budget out of whack.
So how do they prove that? I mean, It's not as simple as just showing them their bank balance, is it?
No, it's way more complicated than that. La Liga looks at everything, like the length of the contract, potential bonuses, even something called an amortization value, which is basically how the transfer fee is spread out over the length of the contract.
Sounds like a lot of paperwork.
Oh, tons of it. And it's not just Barcelona under the microscope.
Right. La Liga seems to be cracking down on several clubs right now, right?
Yeah. They're appealing the registrations of some other players like Dani Olmo and Pal Victor. They're claiming potential discrepancies, maybe some violations of those financial rules.
So you've got Barcelona trying to make this big move with Rashford, but also kind of caught in this financial tug-of-war with La Liga. It's messy.
Very messy. And, it's hard to say who's totally right or wrong in all of this. Some people think La Liga is being too strict. Others say these regulations are crucial for, the long-term health of the league.
It's a tough situation. And if all of that wasn't enough, there's also drama unfolding within Barcelona itself. Like internal disagreements, a vice president resigning.
Yeah, it's been pretty chaotic behind the scenes.
This vice president stepped down. And, it doesn't sound like it was exactly a peaceful departure.
Yeah.
There are rumors about arguments, clashes over how the club is being run.
And this resignation, it raises questions about the club's leadership, their decision-making processes, especially when it comes to these, big financial decisions.
Right. So they're trying to land Rashford. They're battling La Liga over finances, and they're dealing with internal power struggles. That's a lot.
Definitely a lot. And we can't forget about the fans.
The Barcelona fans are some of the most passionate in the world. They're not just going to sit back and watch all this unfold silently.
No, they're demanding answers. They want transparency from the club's management.
Especially after, some of the financial mismanagement issues they've dealt with in the past.
They're worried about the club's future. They want to make sure the club's being run responsibly.
Right. They want to see Barcelona succeed, but not at the cost of the club's long-term well-being. And then there's the whole Oscar Mingueza situation.
Right. So Mingueza, he's a young player, came up through Barcelona's youth academy, really promising talent.
But he's currently playing for another team, and Barcelona has a buyback option, meaning they could bring him back.
But activating that buyback option would cost them money. And as we've discussed, money is kind of a sensitive subject for Barcelona at the moment.
Yeah, they're trying to be careful with their spending. So this Mingueza decision, it's like a microcosm of their bigger dilemma.
Right. Do they prioritize nurturing young talent, or do they prioritize financial prudence?
It's a tough choice. So if we look at all of this together, the Rashford situation, the La Liga battles, the internal turmoil, the financial pressures, the Mingueza dilemma, where does this leave Barcelona?
It's a club at a crossroads. They're trying to compete at the highest level. They're trying to attract top players, but they're facing these, pretty significant hurdles.
It's like they're juggling a bunch of different balls, and they're in danger of dropping them all.
Right, and the whole world is watching, and they're all waiting to see which way Barcelona will go.
Will they overcome these challenges? Or will these pressures, ultimately lead to their decline? It's honestly a bit of a nail-biter.
It is, and it's a story that's far from over.
Definitely. So what do you all think? Is Barcelona on the right track? Are they headed for trouble? We want to hear from you, but we'll leave you with that thought for now. Until next time, keep those deep dives going.